Hey guys, welcome to the Sit Down with Kiora. This first episode is going to be about my breakthrough. Today I have a special guest with me. I have Jalissa.
Hey guys, it's me, Jalissa.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's been a long time coming.
I know. Today I have some questions for you. Are you excited?
I'm excited. She's going to put me in the hot seat, everyone.
Let's get right into it.
All right, let's go.
So, what does it mean to you to truly value yourself?
So for me, honestly, like in this last couple of months, I would say the last year, honestly, just living in my authenticity and really just speaking my truth and living in my truth and valuing my boundaries and not letting anyone overstep them, no matter who they are, and really just standing firm in my beliefs and my values and standing my ground with that, because I truly believe once you're whole within yourself, you attract those with the same thing. And once you're unsure, that energy flows into such a different, I would say, universe where you're definitely attracting how your mind is. So your mind is definitely the firm ground on what it is you're attracting, I think. And I think once you stand your ground and you stand firm in who you are and you're very sure on your beliefs and your values, I definitely think once you value yourself, people who value you will definitely come along as well.
100%. So, what's a moment that cracked open your heart to a deeper truth?
Honestly, when I found myself dimming my light for others and when I was trying to change myself in order to fit into being seen and like being valued. I feel like for me, like I don't realize how big my energy flows and how big it really does catch a room. And I think like me as an individual is definitely good enough. And I think because I was trying to change so many parts of myself and dimming my light for others, I lost a piece of myself along the way, and that definitely, I think, cracked me open, because I was like, the right people won't ever have, like, they won't ever make me feel like I have to change or I need to change. They will make me feel valued and loved, and they'll make me feel good as who I am and not who Kiora could be, you know? So I think once I realized that, I was like, I took a pause and I was like, no, like this is not who I am. This is who I am for other people, but not for myself. And I think I really had to like love myself enough to be like, you're going to lose some people along the way, but with losing those people, you'll find the right people for you.
I love that answer. And like you stated, you lost yourself trying to love someone.
Yeah.
So how do you make peace with loving someone who didn't love you the way that you deserved?
Just knowing that my love was genuine and it came from a place with nothing but positive intentions. And I just want to just make this clear, because I feel like a lot of people definitely think that when they love someone and they're not loved back, that it has to do with them, and it 99.9% has nothing to do with you, but rather has to do with the other person. Love is sacred. My love is sacred. And I feel like when you give someone your all and they don't give it back to you in return, it's not because you're too much or they just can't see the value in you to return that love, but it's because sometimes your love is so big that people can't hold the love that you give. And that's a total reflection on them. It has nothing to do with you. So when it comes to me making peace with, loving someone who couldn't love me, I can make peace with everything that I did, and the love that I gave literally came from a place of love that I had within myself. And I just had to know that, listen, the love I was giving that person, I had to redirect that, that love towards myself. And that's how I can make peace is, yes, I loved you, and in the process of loving you, I lost myself, but now I'm reclaiming back my power and I'm redirecting that love towards myself.
I love that. Props to you.
Thank you.
So what parts of yourself did you rediscover when you stopped chasing someone else?
That, like, I am that girl. Like, no, literally, because, like, like I'll walk into a room, like my energy just flows everywhere. Like my aura is so bright. Like even when I don't I don't try to like make it seem like
No,
like,
own it.
no,
Own
like
it,
I don't
yeah.
make it seem like I'm like this, like, you know, like this cocky person, but like I will walk into a room and like the attention and the energy just goes to me. And it's just
Period.
like my energy, I feel like it's just so vibrant that like people can just feel it when I walk in. And I feel like that to me is something that I had to rediscover because it was something that I was losing. Like I said, I was dimming my light for someone, and I was kind of, I would say, like allowing people to kind of show out more in front of me because I didn't want the attention, or I didn't want to be seen. But that's just who I am. I can't run from that, unfortunately. Like I can't. And it's just who I am. Like I'm just like that positive person, that positive space for everyone. And, you know, I just had to really rediscover that that's a part of my truth. And I'm not going to run from that.
Okay, I love that. So I understand that you're very loving, you're very compassionate, and now you're just taking back all your power, right? So how do you balance still being compassionate, but then holding your boundaries at the same time?
Just being nice. I mean, I used to overgive to people. I used to be a people pleaser like all the time. And I always thought that in order for someone to like me, I had to literally like kiss their ass and like love them like so much. And for me, I'm just like, you don't have to do that to make people like you. Like, girl,
never.
like you will attract the right people for you, you know, just for who you are, not trying to overgive and drain your energy for someone to like you, you know? But it takes $0 to be nice. And I just realized that you can be nice and not have to overgive and overplease people and kind of drain your energy in the process, you know? And my love is sacred. I shouldn't have to give that to everyone I cross paths with because truthfully, not everyone is deserving of it and not everyone deserves access to that. So honestly, just learning to be nice, but also respecting my boundaries because I feel like when you present yourself as being too nice, some people will take advantage of that. And it's just honoring your boundaries, standing firm in that, and just really being cautious of who you're giving your energy to.
It's all about self-respect and self-love.
Right.
So what was harder, letting go or holding on in your past experience?
I would say both, but for the different stages. Like when you hold on, I think you're holding on because you're hoping for something to still happen. But I feel like sometimes letting you go just lifts off all that weight you had on you because it's like you're setting yourself free from something that was like holding you hostage. And I mean, not physically, but I mean like mentally, like you will hold yourself hostage because with holding on, you're hoping something could maybe happen potentially in the future. And I think when you're so mentally conflicted like that, you're putting yourself in a state of distress because it's like you're building all these illusions and not really seeing what the reality is right in front of you. So for me, I would say letting go and holding on would definitely be both hard because it both has its perks and cons, right? I mean, sometimes I'm not saying to just let go because some things are worth fighting for and sometimes you do need to hold on. But sometimes when a situation is so clear in front of you and you're literally getting all the signs, letting go is literally what you need to do. And I always say this, like, if it's meant to be, it will come back. Like, no matter what. It may come back 5 years later, 10 years later, 20 years later, who knows? But like, seriously, like what's meant for you will never pass you by. And I always believe in timing. Like there's certain aspects or there's different timelines of your life that we're all in. We go through different timelines. And, you know, a person that you were close with or you were in something with maybe like a year ago may not be in the timeline you're in now, but who knows? It may be in it like 5 years from now, you know? It's all about divine timing. And I believe that if they're not in your life, like it's for a reason. And even for myself, like everyone God has literally removed from my life, it has been for the better. And obviously when you're in that moment of losing someone, you don't see the bigger picture and you don't see the bigger perspective on things. I think when things go wrong, we're so focused on what went wrong, but not why it went wrong. And I think that's such a huge thing that a lot of us miss.
Like gaining the knowledge from our experience. We have to learn the lessons.
That too. But also, like, not everything is meant to be forever, you know? Like, you have people who will just be in your life for a season and that's all that they're supposed to be, you know? It's not supposed to be like a lifelong thing. Sometimes you will meet people who are lifelong people in your life, but it's very rare, you know? It's not a thing that's, you know, that you see every day.
So now that you're on your healing journey, what does healing look like when the pain feels so personal?
I would say definitely embracing my true self and definitely bringing out my shadow parts of myself onto the surface, but also still enjoying your time outside of your healing. I think when people think of healing, they automatically think, oh, you just have to be at home depressed as fuck in your room and like journal, meditate, whatever the case may be. That's a part of the healing, yes, but it's not every single part of the healing. I think you have to balance the two. I mean, healing could look like going to get your nails done, going to get, you know, outfits, going shopping, you know, like healing is, it's a part of self-care in my eyes, you know? So it can just be like me just being able to balance what I'm going through and what I'm hurting with, but also not letting that define me in that moment, you know, and just allowing myself to be free still and enjoy the moment that I'm in, because yeah, I may be hurting, but it's not a moment that's going to last forever. The storm shall pass and it will pass, you know? And I believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel always. But I always pull myself through all my shit. Like, I know I go through some hard ass shit. Like, you know, I go through some hard ass shit, but I always end up pulling myself out of it. And like I said, in the previous question, like perspective is everything. And I think we all definitely focus on things that go wrong and not why it went wrong. Like really look at the bigger picture. Why did this happen? Why did this person come in? Why did this situation end the way it did, you know? So definitely mindset, but just really balancing what I'm dealing with and dealing with head on and not trying to be deceitful is what I'm healing. And when I mean deceitful, I mean like not trying to hide that I'm hurt, because I would do that a lot. Like I wouldn't deal with
like
it.
Just
and
embracing how you feel.
Exactly. And just being truthful with it, because I feel like when you face it head on, you're shedding everything that's in you. And when you keep it, I feel like you just set yourself up for so much shit to come along, because it's like when you don't deal with your stuff, you're going to keep attracting that same thing.
You're bottling everything up too. It's
right.
going to release at some point.
But you're not learning from it.
Yeah.
You're not learning.
Cycles are repeating.
Exactly. So I feel like being true to what you're feeling, letting yourself embracing it, and not being deceitful towards yourself. You deserve to honor what you felt, you know? That person doesn't necessarily have to feel what you felt, but knowing that what you felt was real and the love that you carried was real, and honestly just trying to heal from how it ended, do that. Hell yeah.
Okay, next question. What would you tell your past self about worth and love if you could go back?
That you are worthy of love outside of what you think you deserve. And I say this because I have settled for some people who have not... Sorry. I have settled for people who are definitely not worth my energy or time, and I don't know what I saw in certain individuals. But it's like, girl, like you don't have to try so hard to, you know, find love. Like that shit will come to you naturally. Like it will flow into your
Be
life, you know?
yourself, be authentic, and what's meant for you will find you.
Right. And you don't ever have to disrespect yourself in order for you to gain the respect of others or to gain, you know, to be seen by others. Like, girl, like you are worth more than what you think and what you set yourself out to be. And if you could just see what like the future has for you, like you definitely would have done things a lot differently. But listen, like I said, everything's a learning experience. You know, you go through some things and you definitely learn, and you know, you don't make the same mistake twice.
Wonderful. Next question. How has this journey changed what you want to give and receive in your relationships going forward? What has changed?
Definitely the way I look at love. I feel like, felt like toxic love was like the best love on earth.
You
like,
used to think that was it. Like, girl.
like that was like the best thing. Like it was, you know, the end all be all. But truthfully, it's not. And love should never have you questioning yourself and your identity at all. You know, and if it's one thing I realize is love is probably the strongest thing a human can have, because we all carry it within ourselves. But imagine two people combining real true love. Like that is like
Healing.
the most powerful thing I think could happen in the universe. I mean, it's crazy. Like when you love yourself so much and then you find someone that can come in and not only love you, but allow yourself to love yourself and shine, that to me is worth like everything. I feel like me realizing now what I thought love was and what love is and can be definitely changes everything, because I feel like now I know what I'm searching for, and now I know what I like, and now I also know what not to overgive and give to people, if that makes sense, you know?
Yes.
So it definitely changed the way I give my love, but it also changes the way I receive my love.
When you say receive, like, are you more open-hearted with receiving instead of pushing people away, or?
Right, good question. When I'm being treated right and when that love is there and it's on the surface and it's being shown, not to run from it, to embrace it, because I feel like
you deserve it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was scared of it for so long, but I think once I'm in that process of like, girl, you deserve this. Like you give everything you're receiving is what you give out. So why can't you receive it? So I definitely think it definitely changes the way I give and receive, definitely now. So
wonderful. Okay, now what is your message about worth to anyone out there who's still hurting?
I'm just gonna be very, very honest, and it might be just a little harsh, but
say it. We need to hear it.
If you do not love yourself, you will definitely attract people who don't love you. And I say this because people clock that shit. When you don't love yourself, people see that. People see it.
And they will walk over you, treat you anyway, anyhow.
Exactly. And they're like,
They
you know
don't
what?
care.
This girl doesn't love herself. Why should I love her or him? You know? So my advice to you is stand in your power, love yourself, and don't let anyone walk over you, because listen, people recognize that shit, and there is some people who would take advantage of that time and time again. And if it's one thing I've learned is, girl, I would rather love myself and be alone than not love myself and be in a room with a bunch of people who claim they love me but they don't. You know?
100%.
So it's just like, girl, you can't expect anyone to love you when you don't love yourself. You really got to stand firm in that and understand that the true love that you're seeking really begins with you. For sure.
That's
clock that. Can we clock that real quick?
I hope you guys heard that. She's speaking facts.
Yeah.
For real. Why do you think you kept giving second chances from your past experience? What is it that just kept you there for so long?
Well, I didn't love myself. I didn't love myself, girl. I kept like the signs were so clear on how they felt about me. And I didn't love myself like at all. Like I just thought that was the next best thing for me when it wasn't. If anything, it was the next best thing for me to realize who I am. You know? But I kept giving chance and chance again because I thought, truthfully, I thought it was worth fighting for. You know, and when you think something's worth fighting for, you fight for it.
Also because like when you're in a state of not loving yourself,
Right.
you think of a place of lack where you think you can't find this love again. You can't find someone who's going to love you more, you know. So you hold on thinking that's your only chance, but you have to trust that there is so much better out there.
Yeah.
And you'll find it when you love yourself.
Right. And also like me giving the second chance after second chance after second chance, it was me having the view of like, why doesn't this person see my value? Why can't they see my worth? You know, it was like I kept trying to give them that chance to see what I was worth. But I was like, girl, you already know your worth. You don't need someone to validate that for you. And who are they to you for them to validate who they think you are, you know? But no, I kept giving chance after chance because I didn't love myself enough to walk away when something didn't go right the first time. And I think that's my fault because I kept thinking, you know, maybe they'll change again. But let me just honestly be so clear on this. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't try to change them because listen, they're showing you. They're actually doing you a favor. They're literally showing you.
Don't be delusional in the wrong sense.
No, don't be delusional because listen, like at the end of the day, when you keep going back, it's your fault because they're showing you, but you're choosing to go back to that. But no, seriously, don't go back to people who show you who you are. Believe them when they do the first time, because trust me, girl, no man or no woman will change unless they want the change, you know? And you can tell someone they need to change, but they won't change because they don't see the change needing to happen.
They don't see the purpose of it.
Right. So save your energy, save your time, and girl, leave. Boy, leave. Leave. Because sometimes when you stay in something so long, you're blocking the bigger blessings that are yet to come. Trust me on that.
Yes. So what is something that you used to accept from others that you won't accept anymore?
Disrespect. No, disrespect for sure. Like, seriously, like I would take like disrespect in the fact it's like they just didn't value what I was giving and they would abuse it in a way that would like hurt me. So it's like, I mean, how can I say this? So like if I was overgiving, they would abuse my overgiving and keep like using it and using it and using it and using it. Yeah. And then they just like, they would just do me so dirty, like so dirty. But definitely I would say like disrespect for sure. But with that disrespect, I also learned so much along the way. I mean, it sucks that I learned it the way I did, but I think with every situation and every lesson that you learn, it's not a loss, it's a gain. And I say this because you gain parts of yourself that you've never met before, and you're growing into this new profound wisdom that you haven't had before either. And I think that to me is probably the biggest thing that I can carry with every lesson that I've been through, because sometimes the most hurtful things we go through are like literally like our best catalyst like into like growing, you know?
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. I'm really happy that you pulled yourself out of that dark space.
Yeah, girl, it was a time.
You are evolving.
Yeah.
You did that.
did that.
So, what part of your story do you think others might relate to?
Trying to beg someone to like or love you, for sure.
And changing for them. I think we
Right.
all could relate to that, like changing our own image for someone else.
I think girls, boys, men, women, I
We
think.
all done that.
No, but not only that, I think especially like this generation now, they think toxic love is love. But girl, boy, wait.
Not me.
You gonna be in a couple years from now, you're gonna see like, why did I put myself in this? But it's like everyone has their own journey with that, right? So they'll learn along the way that like they'll wake up and realize like this is not what love should be.
But also because for some people, toxic love is all they know.
True.
So they've been in it so much, they're like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is normal.
Right.
Until you step out of your comfort zone, then you're gonna see like, wait, this is so much better.
But they have to realize when they want to break that cycle.
Yeah, you gotta break it. It starts with inner work with yourself, though.
Inner work, but I also think God intentionally sends certain people to help you break that cycle.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you have to change before you get into a healing relationship.
right. No, exactly. Exactly. No, but I definitely, like I was saying, I think this generation is so stuck on toxic love and like sneaky links and like situationships and all this
on? Lock in.
No, like lock the
in.
fuck in. Seriously.
Like you guys are pushing 30.
Yeah. No, it's actually so crazy though. Like, I think it's kind of sad though, because I'm like, bro, like, what is this generation turning into?
We can't think too deep about it. It is too sad.
No, but I would honestly just say, I think now, like, people are probably, like, they think, like, you have to beg someone to love you. And no, you don't. The right person will never have you chasing down their love. Let me tell you that.
Sorry to cut you off, because that's going into the next question.
Okay.
Speaking of chasing, what moment made you stop chasing and start sitting with your own truth?
The moment I realized my own love is good enough. And I don't need to seek validation from someone else to feel loved. As long as I'm giving that to myself and I'm worthy of it, which I am, that's the best thing that I can do for myself. And that made me stop chasing, because I don't even like the word chasing, bro. I fucking hate that word, chasing. Like, no one was chasing anyone, but I like chasing, I guess, like
you decided to pull back and be more magnetic.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, because I don't like that word chasing. Yeah, no, I would never chase anyone. Hell no. The fuck? No, definitely pulled back my energy. Yeah, like when I realized like I was good enough as a whole, I don't need that outside. I don't need to seek validation from someone else in that area of my life. That love starts with me, and I already have it. It's just for me to find it and embrace it, you know? Like, true love will come along the way, but I don't have to try to find that from everyone, you know? It starts with me.
So out of the chasing, when did you realize like I need to stop, step back, silence is better than my words?
When I realized it was affecting me mentally, physically, spiritually, like when it was affecting me like almost like all the time. Like it wasn't just a little thing that was just like, I'll get over it in like a week. No, that shit affected me for like what, a year straight? Seriously, like a year straight. Like the shit, like I don't think like I have ever been that low in my life ever. Have you ever seen me that low in my life ever? Like truthfully?
No, that was the lowest I've seen you.
And like that shit like literally hurt me.
Yeah, you went through a lot.
Went through some shit. But we're bigger and better for it now. I've learned my lesson. Trust me, lesson learned. And never again. And I'm honestly thankful for it though. Can I say like this to you? Like I'm so thankful, because I feel like it was better that I learned this lesson now than further down the line when I'm like grown as fuck.
Of course.
I'm still so young. We're both still so young.
Yeah.
You know? And like this wisdom that I've gained from this clarity that I've gained from this, like it's probably like the best gift I could receive, because it's like, now I know.
Exactly.
Now I know.
And now you've been in your healing era. You've
Yeah.
been loving yourself, focused on your own energy. So, what did your healing begin to sound like internally after the chaos quieted?
Definitely healing parts of myself that felt like I needed to be loved from someone else. It was honoring what I felt inside, whether it was like abandonment issues or things like that. Like, it really helped me. Like, for me, it's the shadow work.
Shadow work, yeah. Shadow
Like, diving deep into my past, into where I'm wounded, and really trying to heal that and bring it to surface, because without doing that, it's deep inside of you and it's not healed. So I would say definitely doing my shadow work and my inner healing and confronting things head on, and not leaving it to like sit in me and dwell on it and all that type of stuff, you know?
Dealing with the uncomfortability.
Exactly. And dealing with like things that I may be fearful of, you know?
You have to.
You have to.
That is how growth happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's something you kept giving away that should have been protected within you?
So this goes back to like basically what we were discussing before. Like, my love is so sacred, and I kept giving that to every single.
Heart of gold.
No, for real, that shit's so fragile. Like, I kept giving that out. Seriously. But I realized like the love I give, and listen, I don't just love, like my love is deep. It is hard. Like, if you know me, like, I don't just love to love. Like, what the fuck? Like, I love with an intention of loving you.
Yeah, I know.
You know? And not everyone deserves that love, and not everyone can hold that love. So for me, I know now to store that love until I know the right person comes along, and I believe you'll feel it. And I believe, like, listen, like, my love is sacred, and not everyone deserves access to that at all. You can be nice and not overly give your love, you know?
Yep.
So that's a boundary, you know?
Yes, 100%. What illusions had to break for you to finally see yourself clearly?
All the wounds I had. All of them. Like, my abandonment issues, my trust issues. Mind you, I still have them.
They're working on it.
Abandonment issues, my trust issues, trying to like get someone to love me issues, neglect issues, middle child issues.
So now, would you say that you're just in a state of accepting those things?
But I would say accepting it, but also trying to find the cause of it. Because it's like, those just don't come to you. Like, you definitely went through some shit on why you feel the way you do. So it's acknowledging why I felt like it when it happened and healing that.
I love that for you.
I feel like you're just like a proud sister there.
I'm so proud. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, because I got to really see your growth, like, from the very beginning, you know, when everything started, the chaos, when you were going everything you were going through. And then I see you just evolve. It's like a butterfly hatching, you know, and now you're just, look at you, girl. You're healed.
No, I'm healed, girl.
You're healing. You're healing.
True, but like, I'm not crying though. If I talked to you about this maybe like 6 months ago, I would have been in tears talking to this about you. And now here I am.
Yeah. Well, because crying too was purging. So, like,
True.
you just really purged out everything that was.
I said, I'm not crying, but I like my makeup.
Crying?
No, I'm not crying. I promise you, I'm not crying.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. I am a proud sister, for real.
No, thank you so much. I feel like, listen, like, this definitely had to happen. It was definitely something that needed to come to surface, but it was only to help me grow. It was never to, you know, pull me back or make me question myself. It was for me to really see who Kiorah is, and that's exactly what it did. And I appreciate you for being there, because, you know, the moments, bro, no, seriously though, like deep down, like in the bottom of my heart, like I really do thank you, because like when you have like someone who can really help you, and like not even just help, but just even listening is like, it means so much to me, because sometimes all I need is that person to vent to. Like, I appreciate you for that, seriously. I don't like hugs, so I'm a but no, seriously, you've helped me so much, and I appreciate you for that. So why? I'm not crying, I promise. It's just like, no, I'm not crying.
Yeah, well, that concludes.
Are we done?
Everything. We're done, y'all. Sorry,
We're done.
But
thank you guys so much for joining me on my very first episode on the Sit Down with Kiorah. Jalissa, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, always. Thank you guys so much. And I can't wait to see you guys on my next episode. Bye.